Okay, today we will look over the counters. So previously also we had looked over this one actually. So can anyone tell when we had discussed this counter part? Anyone have idea? In the CSS itself we had discussed. When we was discussed content. When we was discussing regarding the content, that time we was using the counter. We had discussed that time also. So see what is the counter. So CSS counter are the variables. Okay. When we will study the JavaScript, that time we will know what is variable and these all word. So yeah, for right now, just ignore the word, but just keep in mind counters are variables. So maintained by the CSS, whose value can be incremented by the CSS rule. In the sense, counter means what? Counter means it
The
going to
counter we are using for the numbering.
yeah. So we will increase the value means from 1 to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 like that type we can increase that. But that will be handled by which one? That will be handled by the CSS rules. Okay. So to track how many times they are used, counter let you adjust the appearance of the content based on this its placement in the document. Means how many time you going to increase the counter, when you have to stop, those all things CSS will handle, not that JavaScript. But same thing when we will learn suppose JavaScript, we can perform the same thing in JavaScript also, and we can do more advanced in that case. In place of the CSS, in CSS we can do just a few tasks, like just if you adding number, so maybe only number you can increase. But in the case of JavaScript, we can do multiple things. Okay, so automatic numbering with the counters, how we can do? So some key points are there. So what those all? CSS counter like variable. The variable rule can be incremented by the CSS. Fine. So following property, counter reset. What is that? It is for the resetting of the counter. What means reset? Anyone? What is the meaning of reset?
Means initialize, sir.
Initialize in the sense making that a zero. And again, it will start from the zero value. Second, increment. Increment means we will increase that value. Incrementing. Then content, what it means? Content means whatever content is there. Insert generated content. Content means whatever content will generate, we will insert that one. Second, what is this one? Counter or counters. What is this? This is function. So adds a value to counter and an element. Why we telling this as a value, or is this value or not? Sorry, is this function or not? Or what is this one? We will learn this thing in the JavaScript. Actually, this is property, not that value. Sorry, not that function. If function keyword is there, then only function. Otherwise, that become property. We will see that one in the JavaScript. So to use CSS counter, it must first be created a counter reset. For starting the counter, first we have to reset the counter. Okay, not like directly we will go and increase the counter or anything. No, first we have to reset that one. Then only we can. So the following examples: create a counter for the page in a body selector. Okay, in the body part itself, then increments the counter value for each h2. Means some h2 content is there. There it going to add that counter value, and value of the counter to the beginning of each h2. Let it to be. Just let me copy this. So now see the code. So what we had written here in the body. Okay, what we are doing? Counter reset. It means what? It going to reset the counter. And what is this section? So section is the variable. Okay. So again, h2 before, what it means? What is the work of this selector? What is this element or class?
Before H2 means in HTML tutorial the first name is
It
section.
is a sir.
That before.
Okay, means
Yeah.
it will add some content before H2 tag. Correct. Means
Yes, sir.
before each H2 tag, it will add some content. So what content it will add? So counter increment means whenever that this tag will come, suppose this tag came here, then first line counter increment, it going to increase the counter. Okay, where is the counter? Counter they will call with the help of this section variable. This is like variable. Then content, what content you want to add there? So that is section and a counter section. Means inside the counter method or function, be passing this variable section function. Sorry, section variable. So see, and what is the difference between these two? This section and this section. Can anyone tell? Is that both same or different? Any idea? Is this section and this section both are same or different? No one have idea.
No idea, sir.
What about the others?
It is different, but
So see, both are different. Okay, how we telling? So whatever is written here actually inside section, this is, you can see there that is in a small letter completely. Correct. But outside whatever is written, this is inside the double quote and starting is the uppercase. It means both are first point difference. Second, this section, this is a variable because same name, whatever is written here section, same name should be here also and same name should be here also. At all the three places, it should be same. Why? So see, when counter started, we going to reset means start initial time, first point. We resetted the counter, we make the zero. After that, counter increment. What is the increment? This variable. Previously, this value was 0. Starting time, this value was 0. Then be increasing that. What be increasing? Be increasing this section. And what this section containing? It containing 0 value starting. After that, content. In content, we are adding this value itself. Correct. So in the counter, we passing that value 0. It means the counter will give you 0. Second, counter reset. Again, this line will start. Counter reset section will come. What was the previous value? 0. So this value will go here. Now 0. What will happen? Again, counter increment. It will again increase. So 0. Now it become 1. Now it will pass here 1. Means output will be 1. Now see the output. What is there? Section 1. Means it is starting from 0 or 1, whatever. So it is starting from the 1 actually. So first value 1. After that, increment. Already it increased because it is resetting actually. So it going to print this one. What is this? Whatever be written here section. Suppose I not want this section. I want serial number. We can pass this and see. We got the serial number. So like this type, whatever you want, we can. Yeah.
So it will be follow the numbering value or alphabetical value.
No, only numbering value. Because see here, don't worry regarding this HTML, nothing is there. So here we had not passed anything. Correct. Anywhere you can see in this code, had we passed anywhere like 1, 2, 3 or ABC, anything, even 1, 2, 3, whatever it's printing there, we not passed. It's by default telling that taking that numbering value itself. Got it? We can't pass that anything. Whatever you're getting 1, 2, 3, 4.
Sir, do we have any alternate way for printing the ABCD like this using CSS?
I not thinking in this one because see, if anywhere, if we will pass, then only we can do that, correct? But here we are not passing anything. This is just variable. Just remove this. Pass E. Remove here also, because this is also same. Remove here also, this same. Now let's run. What happened? Same thing, because that is variable. So like in JavaScript, we are initializing the value, correct? We are passing where x equal to a, so it will
Sir,
print a. Yeah.
sir, like this a variable. It only
Yeah.
call the variable. It's not called to any string, sir.
No, nothing. By default means it is like by default that numbering part itself
Yes, sir.
means CSS itself will handle that. We're not going to handle that.
Okay, sir.
That's why I told you we can't do multiple tasks in this counter. Yeah, but for just for namesake or for a small type of work, we can use that. Maybe, but I'm not thinking that any possibility to write alphabet or anything. So some properties there like content, use the before or after pseudo element, insert the generated content. Then second incremental, increments one or more counter value. We already seen reset, it going to reset the counter. Second counter method or function, return the current value of the named counter. So see, whatever current value came, it will return, it will pass in the content. You can see here, whatever be getting before of this SQL, those value are the current value, correct? So this line is giving that one. Clear? So this is the part of the counter. Second thing, CSS website layout. These all topics are like how we can design that website or something like that, layout type. So here you can see, suppose on the top we mostly keeping that header, then be keeping the navigation menu, then left side content, then in body main content, then right side content, then below footer. Means you can tell that this is basic structure of the websites. Okay, so websites is divided into these sections. So header, suppose. So how we can design that header? Let's say go to that CSS. So see. Okay. What you getting? Suppose this is the header. Okay. How we can get this design? Tell me the code. Because this is just a practical. Okay. This is not, because now I told already that now there is no topic. These all are like whatever we had studied, those type. This is just a small mini project type. Okay, so you can see here, this is navigation bar, then some content is coming and that is coming with responsive, 1 column, 2 column, 3 column, responsive side. So how those column will come, I had make here green, means color that one highlighted. So these all are that content based, nothing is there. Then footer means how we will design each section, that is the point. Then here how to make that responsive website layout. Okay. That's it. Then CSS units. So these parts actually you can also do, means you can try, you can go through code. Nothing is there. Whatever we had studied, still we can follow that concept. Okay. So I will skip this part. You can do that manually yourself. You have access of this page or not, this document? Let me check. No. Okay. I will give. Got it. What is this one actually? So this is each design. Suppose a header, how we can create header, then how to create navigation bar. You can see that every line is there, everything is there. So just go through that and just one time check how to make that design. Clear? I will go last, that CSS unit part. This is like a mini project type, that how we can create that website. So next is CSS unit. Unit means what? If we have to measure, we have to do measurement. If if we going to purchase, suppose some materials, suppose we going to purchase oil, how we are means shopkeeper will give you by kg, by liter, by centimeter, what? Something unit they will adapt, like suppose a liter. In
Yes, sir.
some unit they will measure either liter, kg, centimeter, meter means, but for each thing they will use separate. Suppose they giving cloth, then they will use the centimeter or meter. If they giving you iron rod something, then they will use something. It means for each separate. So same type in CSS also there are different units. Okay, like already be using px, then we know that em. Everything will work. That's not the issue. In all the case, we will get that output. So a white space cannot appear between the number. And second thing, some best practice we have to always follow. Just this is like that example. That's it. Nothing is there. Okay. So one thing we have to always follow that a white space cannot appear between the number and the unit. Mostly I seeing that when you're writing, suppose anything, what we are doing, we are writing like this, then we passing 25 pixel. This is a bad. You can't write this one. Means this space should not be there. So this should be continue. Otherwise, that's why I telling don't write manually. Take 25, start writing px. Automatic. If white space will be there, it will come. If not, it will not. But anyway, if you written, suppose that. So sometime maybe I can't tell that 100%, but sometime if you will format this code, where is that format? Okay, format document. So if you will format, then maybe white space will get removed. But see, in this case, it not got removed. So we have to take care that whenever we are writing the code, we have to take care that a space should not be there in this that unit value and the digits. So what we have to do, best practice actually, don't write manually. Okay, when you typing 20, suppose 25, and start writing p, automatic you got. Otherwise, if you're not looking over the suggestion and if you're typing the blindly, then maybe you will do mistake. Okay, and that a small mistake will irritate you. Okay, so white space cannot appear between the number and unit. However, if the value is 0, the unit can be omitted. In the sense, if suppose we have 0, mostly in the case of the border we are taking, or even margin padding we are taking this 0. So if suppose you're taking 0, maybe you can write this pixel, or if you not want, you can remove. That's not the issue. In the case of 0, we can omit that. So for some CSS property, negative lengths are allowed. Okay, there are two type of length unit. One is absolute, one is relative. There are two type of length. So absolute, what it means? The absolute length unit are fixed, and the length expressed in any of these will appear at exactly the size. That size means those are fixed. That is absolute. So here you can see absolute is centimeter, mm, in, px, pt, pc. Let it to be whatever these also. So here every transactions are there. Means transformation. One px is in one device pixel dot of the device display. What is this one px? You know, one px means that screen. Suppose that is created with the help of dot dot. So one px means one pixel, means one white space or dot. You can tell. You can see here what is written. Px are relative to that viewing device. For low DPI devices, one px is one device pixel dot of the display, means one dot of the display actually. For printers and high resolution screens, one pixel implies multiple device pixel. No need. Okay, so what we studied in this case? In this case, we seen that what is unit, what is CSS unit, what is absolute, maybe relative will be percentage part. Okay, nice. So what you have to do? You have to practice this one. This all. Tomorrow I want this design from each member. Okay. Try to write manually. See, output is there actually. I'm showing you one thing. Take this a screenshot and just try to make this a design. Like a header is there, navigation bar, content, main content, everything is there. So just try to create this one. If you got stuck anywhere, you can take help from the below code. Code is already written. Clear? Anyone have a doubt? Tell me. Don't sleep. Time is 9:41. यहाँ सो रहे हैं क्या? How many pages there? 13. Okay. Next, CSS specificity. What is this? If there are two or more conflict, okay. Okay. See, this one is most important actually. So if there are two or more conflict, CSS rule that point to the same element. Suppose if you pointing same element, but two or more conflicts are there. Conflict means not a Bitbucket conflict. On the same, we are passing, suppose two color. Okay. Red color is also there, black color is also there. So we want red color somewhere and we want somewhere blue color, but two color is there. But how we can make that? That I want on this place red color only and other place blue color, but same element. So that is known as a conflict. Mostly we getting that conflict in the Bitbucket side. Means GitHub when we doing Git process. So the browser follows some rules to determine which one is the most specific and therefore be not. Think the specific score rank that determines which style decorations are ultimately applied to an element. Let's copy this code. Nothing is there actually. I can see means we can see here itself. So what is there? P color red. That's it. Means on paragraph we are applying the color red. In this example, we have used a P element selector that specified as a red color for the element. Correct. Come to the second example. Main thing is this one. So here P class test. Okay. And hello world. Let me copy this line. Now see what is going on. Dot class having color red, color green, and P having color red. And where is this both? Dot P and test. This is a referring to the same tag P class test. Now tell me what will be the output? Color red or green? Everyone sleeping? Okay.
Sir, I think class. No, class, sir.
Class.
Red.
Red. Okay. Let's see which having more priority. So it came green. It means class having more priority. Got it. Let's pass here ID. Let's see. ID. What are you thinking? Is still that same or it will change? I think it will change. Now I think ID should be. Let's see. ID is there. Is anyone thinking that this is in the last? That's why. Maybe. Let's see.
No, sir, it's priority.
It's a priority by the ID is more priority. It means when you calling anyone, suppose when you log in, suppose somewhere, so they will ask your ID, even email ID or mobile number, anything as your identity purpose. So that having more priority. If that is not available, then they will go for your class. Suppose you are in college, then they will ask the ID first. If you giving that ID, that's okay. Suppose you going in the fee counter for depositing, you will give the ID. Suddenly, with the help of ID itself, they will find out your complete details. But suppose ID is not there, then what they can do? They can go with your class. From the class, then they will ask your name, then they will find out the data. So like that, we can think that ID is the first priority. If ID is not there, then class is there. If nothing is there, class is also not there, then tag is there. Got it? So this is the priority level. So now we can understand if on the same tag, multiple thing is going on, means three thing is going on, then conflict is there, which have to come. Now you can see here it's taken ID, class and tag, all the three things. So let's see. So who have the priority? We have added a class selector name and specified a green color class. The text will now green, even though we have a specified red color element. This is because the class have high priority. Clear? Comparing to the tag. But now the text now will be blue because the ID selector is giving high priority. It means now ID have high priority. Where that is written. Sometimes these all point actually na, in interview they are asking. So be careful these all. Just think logic. That's it. No need to remember these all point. Okay. Now in this example we have added inline style for P. The text will be now the pink because inline style giving the high priority. Means everyone is on the priority level. Let's add inline style. Where is that? Who is this? Now it's become pink because inline having high priority. If you will go external, then again that priority level will change. So this is the hierarchy. Okay, even every CSS selector has its own place of the hierarchy. So first inline style, it will come on the top. Second ID is on the top, then class, and then element or whatever tag level. Clear? So this is the priority level. Second point, that is important rule. Most of the CSS we will see that this type they are writing. Okay, this is known as the important rule. And what is the need actually? Let's see. What is important? So the important rule in CSS is used to add more importance to a property value than normal. Suppose if you have to provide more importance of something, suppose you going somewhere, you are as a means you going to attend some function somewhere. So if you are the special guest, then they will provide you more importance regarding everything. If you're going for food or you going to for the addressing something or anything, then they will more give you more important because you are the special person. So that is the case. Suppose you going to add some CSS, and if that CSS is more important for me, suppose that CSS may be normal for the other tag, but that is important for me, so we can give more important. So how we can provide more important? With the help of this important rule. Okay, so let's see. Just wait. Let me add one file. Now see what we written here. Okay. So let's go to the code first. So one p tag is there, second p tag, and third p tag. In one p tag, class is there, one having ID and one is normal p tag. Fine. Here CSS, one having ID means ID based selector, second having class based selector, and third having the tag based selector. But now just see what we had written actually. In all the case, we passed background color. Okay. But in one case, what we are passing paragraph and we passing that red. Okay. And after the red, we had added here important. Now just tell me one thing. What will be the output?
The red, sir. Background color red.
For all the three tag, what will be the output?
Background color red, sir.
Background color red. Let's
Yes.
see. What happened? Background color become red. Why? Because be telling, see, remove this important. Now see, what will be the output?
All will have one color.
All will be one color. Okay. Anyone others?
No, no, no.
Any
All
other idea?
its own a blue and a class A.
Okay, means you telling blue, gray, red, correct? Okay.
Yes, sir.
Others?
Yes, yes.
Really? Okay,
Sir,
let's
no,
see.
sir. Red, gray, and blue.
Yes, sir.
Okay, anything means all color will come. So see,
Yes, sir.
first line, paragraph, no ID, no class. It means a p tag will work, correct? Second, class is there. Okay, so class is there and tag is there. It means class and tag. Who have more priority?
Class.
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 It
ID
means
ना
नींद में है क्या? यहाँ आईडी कहाँ दिख रहा है आपको इसमें?
सर ओ सर नीचे
जागिए जागिए, अभी 9:54 हुआ है नाइट का. So here what is that? P and paragraph and class. It means now CSS is applied with two property. One is a tag and second is the class. Class and tag. It means who have more priority? Class. So output will be gray. Correct? Next line. P and ID means tag and ID based. Who have more priority? ID having more
ID.
priority. So now this ID and P, out of this both, ID will come. It means all will come with this three color. Means different. All will take single color. Let's save. So all three color came. But what we want actually, we want to tell that I not want this all color should be red. Okay. I telling that background color is this red is most important. I want that one only for all the case. So just add important. And whenever you adding important, you have to pass this exclamation mark and just save. What happened? All become the red. Means wherever it is required that this point is more important, that CSS is more important, you have to add this important there. Clear? Wherever, like color or text color, anything, any CSS. So that's why when you will move to the CSS, actually means already that be working on the project. If you will look over that CSS, you will see that means this one important part will be there actually, because when you writing more lengthy code, means like 500 plus line of code or 1000 line of code. So in that case, we don't know that which color we had added previously for some particular tag. So that's why we will use important. You will see that important will be in each line. Most of the time you will get that important. Okay, so see the examples explanation is there. In the above example, all the three paragraph will get a red background color, even though the ID selector and selector higher specific. We already discussed this thing. Let it to be. Second, important about important. Okay, so important about the important. The only way to override an important rule is to include another important rule on a declaration with the same higher specific in the source code. It means suppose we written the important, okay, and now I want to override that important. Suppose we want to override that previous important. Again, we can pass this important. It means whatever previous important is there, that will get override and my next important will be got applied. Got it? Suppose here three color is there. Wait. So this one, this is not. Yeah. So now be getting this red color. Suppose be telling no, this is not. I want this one. Add that important. Let's see what happened. Now we got the output this one. Why? Because here be adding one point is that class based. Correct? Go to this tag. Where is the class? Here two things is there, P and class. So we know that in the P already important is there. Correct? But what we telling no, class means P is not important. I want this class based important. What we done? We added that because if you will look over the class and tag, which have more priority, class have more priority. Correct? So what we told in the class level, we told who is more important in that itself. In the higher environment, we can tell that. So the class in class be telling that is important. So we added this important there. Now be telling no, this my ID is the important. We can add here important. Sorry. Why it not coming? 1 second. So now we added that important, and due to this, all three came. So that's why when we writing the CSS actually, so that time you will see most of the time important will be there, because we want whatever code be writing there, we want that point actually. That's why. Clear? Why be using this important? It will be override whatever previous is there. Suppose let's see this one ID part. ID is where in this. What are the things are available there? One is P and second is ID. P having the red color and ID having the blue color. Means two color is there, red, blue. What we telling? We telling P also important and ID also important. Who will be more important? ID and P. Who will be more important? ID will be more important, because comparing to P and ID, ID have more priority. So that's why when we added important in the ID section, that ID become the most important. And that whatever CSS be applied over that ID, it got effective. Same thing is written here. When more line of code, it is very difficult to find out the particular effect. When we have one line of code, 5 line, 10 line, then it's become easy. But when you have more line of code, it become very complicated to find out where is that particular CSS. So what we are doing, so apply important with each tag. Wherever you're writing, apply that important. So it's not that problem. However, here we have created a simple example. It is not clear when you look at the CSS source code, which color is considered most important. Already we explained this rule. Maybe 1 or 2 fair uses of important. Now just some CSS is there, nothing is. So what is the code? Just go through the code. One button is there. What is this output? Background color, then color, padding and border. Can anyone tell me what will be the output for this? What will be output for this line? What is your imagination that how that will come? Everyone is sleeping.
Button background color is something and the content color is white.
What?
One box coming, one box like coming,
Okay.
and bottom type box. Yeah, one box
Sir,
coming.
one button
One
is come
with due to this border,
at the bottom.
one box will come with 1 pixel. Second thing, padding is there, so internal space will be 5 pixel. Then text color is white and background color is something. Correct. So this will be the output actually. Means one box type internal, some text will be written with white color and padding 5 pixel. That's it. It means this is the output actually. Okay. Internal 5 pixel, background color is something, text color is white. Fine. So that is the output actually. Nothing is there. Just one simple example. So what are the things? We can design 2 or 3 color. But when you will design that, and if you going with another example, suppose another button or for another button you want to pass some color. So in that case, that become the problem. So what we can do in that case, we had written some button, correct? And here, what is that? Color name and background color. And again, you want important, then you can add the important point. Let's see. Maybe somewhere important is there or not. Yeah, you can see here. Border that whatever is there, be added here important. And you can see here background color, that also important. Even these all are important. See. Here it important, 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 important. It means whenever we writing, we can pass this important with each tag. Got it. This is the examples of important, nothing extra is there. This is just examples. Clear. So now math function. What is this math function? So like a counter was there. So like that type itself. So something it will help. Same thing we can study in the JavaScript also. But okay. Here we will explain calculus, then max, mean. It mainly help in creating a responsive design. Okay. So what is this calculus function? This is most. So with the help of cal function, calculation is used as the property value. CSS syntax, we will write cals and inside expression we are passing. So you can see here. See whatever silent you are maintaining now, please keep the same thing in the JavaScript. That will be most helpful actually.
Sorry, sir.
No, that's I telling, just keep the same thing in JavaScript. Your all course Web development will be over within 2 months itself. Then you will see complete movie trailer will be finished. Now see what be done here. See, when you will write actually high level of code in the CSS itself, what is written here? Width, just normal width. We can write here like 50 pixel, 30 pixel or something. It's not going to give you any special type of output. See, what is that? Just normal. Fine. Let's see here. Be writing here width. Yeah, width 100% minus 100 pixel. What it means? We can write directly also. Means give that. Suppose we want like this type. We can directly pass suppose 100 pixel. Let's say see that whether it's coming or not. So it came like this. Just do 100%. It going suppose outside of the screen because padding margin here left is there. Due to that it's going like that. But anyway, we can write like this also. But in place of this, we can use the calculate method. Okay, and what it going to do actually, see this will help you in making the responsive design. How? You can imagine what it will calculate. It taking 100% complete a screen size, and out of that complete a screen size, it will always reduce 100 pixel. If you go it going in the mobile device, suppose that it going in mobile device, what means 100%? That is left to right in the mobile device. And from that 100%, from that as mobile device, what it will do? It will reduce 100 pixel from that left to right area. Even when you going in mobile device, if you coming to laptop, same thing it will do. It will reduce that 100 pixel. Got it? This 100 pixel, it will always reduced. Either you going in the mobile device, you can see here, create a div stretch across the window with a 50 pixel gap between both sides of the div and the edge of the window. Let's say zoom something. You can see always it maintaining same ratio. Correct? This is the responsive design. Because always it going to decrease this 100% minus 100 pixel or whatever value we are doing. Means whatever value we had passed here, it calculating 100 pixel percent minus that amount of value. Clear? So whenever we are writing code, actually don't means use some high level of code. How you can pass? Because everyone know that we can pass a width equal to 100%, max width equal to something, width equal to 50 pixel, something. Design will not responsive because when you will stretch, means when you will increase or decrease the screen, automatic that text become the large. Or suppose you passing image become large. It will be give you the scroll bar in the bottom. That become the problem. Now see in the mobile view, you can see now also right side the space is there. How this is coming? Due to that 100% minus x minus this value, because 100% means your screen size, and in the screen size always it will reduce 100 pixel because we passing here 100 pixel. Is this clear? What is the use of calculate? This is the
Yes, sir.
calculate method. So whenever you writing the code, you want to make responsive, use this type of value. Not only width, you can go in margin, padding, left, right, anything. Means who is main game player? Main game player is this calculate method, calculate function. So see, calculate function. When you are stretching, just now we had seen, when we are stretching, it always maintaining the same ratio. See, in this much zoom also, it always giving you the same. Clear? These all will be help you a lot actually, who all is working on the project or even you thinking. So this was the calculate. Second thing, max. What it will do? It will take max width from the list of the value, but it will auto adjust when the screen size will increase or decrease. Resize the window, check the effect. Means suppose here what we written, here we written 50%, 300 pixel. One second. Or this example. We will learn regarding the where actually in the advanced JavaScript. So now see what is there, width. In width be passing max 50%. Second thing 300 pixel. It means both output will not come at the same time. It will come separate. Now what is there? It's 50%, correct? Because in the half of the screen. So when it will come 300, let's say stretch, let's see. What you getting always in this case? You observing something?
It maintain the max width if we
It
are
all,
increasing
It's
or decreasing.
50% in any case, sir. That
yeah,
80% zoom or 100%.
it in means it always taking this 50% only. Max width means it's always taking the maximum value. Okay, it's always taking this 50%. But when you will go with another device, let's go to the mobile and see how much 50%. No? Width max 50%, 300 pixel. Okay, let me go to W3 school this one. You will see there. So the max function uses the largest value. Okay. So max is set the width of the div1 to whichever value is largest. Which one out of these two value, which one will be highest means largest, that value will be occupied for that one. Let's try. Now let's increase or decrease, make zoom. Yeah, now see. (300 pixel). See, when we keeping a screen like this, in this much, we getting only 50%. Correct. In this much, we getting only 50%. But when we decreasing this one, now see, in some content at some point, this line will start stopping here itself and it will decrease. But if you will increase this one, see, it's maintaining that 50%. But at some point, it will stop there. Now it getting that 100%. It's more than 50%, correct? Means this will again, it going to help you. Now see. See that it is up to last. This is going to be last. It means 300 pixel. Correct? Because this value will be more. Means it's occupying according to the screens. So this type actually it will help you in
what
your voice is breaking. Same type.
Height.
What? Not got one time
Sir,
again.
height it also affected or not?
Means if we passing in the height, then in the height also it will work. But height you can't realize actually. Correct? Because if you're looking here, how you can verify this height area? Correct? Because in width you have the boundary left and right, but in height no boundary. If a content is more, you will get a scroll bar. We will get a scroll bar. So we can't visualize means proper in the case of the height, but in the case of width we can easily verify because the left and right
But
boundary
in
is
the
there.
case of less, more and less, more and less, and then it will be affected.
Maybe that one time just try that just to see what will happen in this case. But these all will be help you in making responsive design. So like max is there, then mean is there. So again same concept here, mean also. It will take the minimum value like 50% or 300 pixel. So like that it will take. So this was the complete CSS. Now nothing is there.